Hello, my name is Kate, and I live in Waterloo Region, and I'm physically disabled. This means that I live on Ontario Disability Support Program, ODSP, for which I am absolutely grateful. And as a result, I volunteer about 25 to 30 hours a week um, as my way of giving back to the community for the support that I receive. I want to talk today, though, about the current crisis because while the governments, both federal and provincial, have done a lot for a lot of people, for a lot of companies, for a lot of employees, for the self employed, for people who are looking after people with COVID 19, for pretty much everybody except people on welfare and people on disability. People on disability, well, people on welfare get nothing. They get their GST expanded check and that's it. Um, and I don't know if you know how little welfare pays currently. Um, it's a little in Waterloo Region. It's a little over 600, about $650, I believe, per month. Okay, $650 a month. Now my disability check is somewhat more generous. It's $1,160 a month. $1,160. Rent in Waterloo Region is, generally speaking, higher than that. The only reason I can still call this apartment home is because it's rent controlled. And having lived here for 14 years now, my rent has gone up much more slowly than the rents in the rest of the building. For instance, my upstairs neighbor is paying about $400 a month more than I am. What I'm talking about today, though, is the government response to people with ODSP or welfare support. And that is that they've offered, and I'm not kidding about this, a one-time payment of up to $50. One time, sometime in the next 2 months, we get to claim one $50 payment if we can show need. Okay? Meanwhile, most Canadians are getting hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month to stay home. We, who are on support and have been basically forgotten by the provincial government, are getting almost nothing. Now, I'm not saying we should suddenly get a huge amount of money, but it'd be nice if, while everybody else is getting a living wage out of the government, if we got a living subsidy. All right, $1,160 a month. My rent is $1,025. Okay? So if I didn't have somebody who is living in the second bedroom in my apartment, I wouldn't be able to. I'd be homeless. Okay? That's what we do for the disabled and the people down on their luck in this community. And I don't think it's sufficient. It's not recognizing that, for instance, my flatmate has been laid off and hasn't had his EI come in yet. It doesn't cover the fact that prices are going up on things. Um, it doesn't cover the fact that I've still got bills to pay and food to buy and barely enough money to make it through the month and get food. So I guess what I'm asking is talk to your government. If you care, if it makes a difference to you, knowing that the most vulnerable among us are being treated with the least care, then speak to your government about it. Speak to your MPP. Speak to your mayor, your regional chairman, or chair, I should say. Sorry, Ms. Redmond. And see if they will do something to be a little more generous in this time of need, when literally everybody in the country is being looked after except the most vulnerable among us. I hope you found this enlightening. I hope you're willing to do something about it. Contact your MPP, all right? Especially if they happen to be NDP, because they will fight for you, okay? That's all I've got to say for today. I hope that you can understand where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying they should suddenly double our support or anything, but I am saying that a one-time $50 possible payment that we have to beg for and justify doesn't seem like the kind of support that all the other Canadians are getting. And I don't think that that is fundamentally very Canadian. I hope you have a better day than I'm having. And take care.